black and gold. Steps. When they see my black and gold, they ask around like, who is you? Got the fringes all around, cargos we marching booted too. We sincerely out here teaching, trying to get this word to you. All praises to Yahweh, you know I stay true to you.
Your heritage is plain who it belongs to, but somehow, man, somehow the Most High does. He does a marvelous and terrible work on the eyes and on the ears. He does a marvelous and terrible work on the eyes and ears. Give me the book of Daniel chapter 12 so we can break all this down. Daniel chapter 12 and verse 4 about this. Daniel chapter 12 and verse 4.
What verse did you read to?
We read to verse 8 from Revelation 5 verse 1 to verse 8. Now we're at Daniel chapter 12.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 4.
And I'm just going straight to the cut because the majority of Revelation 5 is showing you in Daniel chapter 12 verse 4. Read what you got.
But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book.
Do what?
Shut up the words and seal the book.
You see that? Like I was saying earlier, the only way the Most High could cut us off for a time, where we are just in every nation, believe in every idol that we see today, is the book was shut. The book was shut. As what's the Jake that thinks he's Yahweh Shai?
Yaju.
Yaju. They literally think the book is sealed to where no one can read it. But we read who opened the book that we can read it now. Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, God, the root of David. That we can read it. But Daniel was told, seal it up. Seal it up. Shut it up. Shut up the words and seal the book. Read verse 4 again, Baba Kishah.
Verse 4. This is, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end.
Even to when?
And even to the time of the
If
end.
you don't know what time it is, Stevie Wonder got a head start on you. If you don't know what time it is. I'm just saying. All that's going on now, brothers on corners, worldwide, earthwide. I shouldn't say worldwide because of our spiritual understanding. Earthwide, we're on corners, breaking this thing down. And there's no heathen on the planet that can debunk it, Con? They need AI to give them a help because they have no understanding about this book. And when I mean AI, they literally use AI to make up other religions to make you think I don't know what I'm talking about. It's too late. AI too late. Because the book is open. Read verse 5, Baba Kishah.
I got to finish out 4. I'll start at the top of 4 again.
Yes, sir.
It reads, but thou, O Daniel,
Come on.
shut up the words and seal the book.
Come on.
Even to the time of the end, many shall run to and fro.
Come on.
And knowledge shall be increased.
And what?
And knowledge shall be
You
increased.
see that? That's how you know what time we in. Knowledge is increased. True knowledge. Now we see things as your melanation being sold in the stock exchange. Because now you know how valuable you are. Your melanation is in every cell phone, computer chip. Your melanin is in it because it's a perfect conductor, if you did not know. They put melanin in SPF sunscreen so they can emulate and imitate them being outside in the sun because your melanin is that valuable. More valuable than uranium and palladium, platinum, cobalt, zinc. Your melanin is top of the charts. But before knowledge came out, you're thinking, we all bleed red, as the Navy man told us. The Marine told us. We all bleed red, brother. I'm like, yeah, I guess you a dog then, because dogs bleed red too. This is the knowledge that we know now. Give me verse 5.
Verse 5.
Come on.
Then I, Daniel, looked,
Uh-huh.
and behold, there stood other two. The one on this side of the bank of the river, and the other on that side of the bank of the river.
God.
And one said to the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river,
Come on.
how long shall it be to the end of these wonders?
That's my question. When is the end coming? When is the end coming? Right? Stop right there. Give me Revelations 22 from the top. When is the king coming? Because now that the book is open, now that we got precept on precept, line up on line, and we got the law, now we are chopping up every doctrine that comes in our midst to wake up our brother here and far, near and far. Now, the question is when we getting up out of here? And we did ask these questions often in the scriptures, but now is the time that we have to be on our double watch, as I said on Thursday. Read what you got.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 22 and verse 1.
Come on.
And it reads, "And he showed me a pure river of water of life."
A water of what?
Water of life.
Read.
Clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of God and of the Lamb.
Come on.
In the midst of the street, or Slakia, in the midst of the streets of it, and on either side of the river was there a tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations.
For the what?
The healing of the nations.
Stop right there. What is this breaking down? And trust me, you know it. Don't overthink it. I'm trying to tell you, don't overthink it. You know it. Read it again, Baba Kasha.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 22 and verse 1, and it reads,
Right.
"And he showed me a pure river of water of life,
Come on.
clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of the Most High and of the Lamb.
Read.
In the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river,
Yes, sir.
was there the tree of life."
The what?
The tree of life,
Read.
which bare 12 manners of fruit,
Come on.
and yielded her fruit every month.
Read.
And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations.
Con. Someone make this plain. Jeremiah.
Is the law going out and you said, did you say something about the leaves? You said?
Now we read it.
Okay, yeah. So I think it's the water would be the law, and we would be the trees, and the and if this thing, I think it said something about fruit.
Which bear 12 manners of fruits.
Okay, so the fruit would be the knowledge that's going out, like
Okay.
what we have. The knowledge that's going out to the, I guess you could say the rest of the world. It'd be something like that, or?
And read the rest of Mikael.
And yielded her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations.
Okay, so our knowledge will go out to the rest of the world to heal the rest of the nations, so that so our knowledge is basically going out to the nations. I don't know if I should put it anymore.
All right. The latter part that you said, the healing of the other nations. No.
No? Okay.
And I will show you why. I was just trying to see where people. Anyone else want to comment? Anyone else want to put themselves their knowledge out there? Malachi can't help himself. He'll jump on the sword.
Yeah,
he will jump on.
He had his 2 fingers out.
What you got, Malachi?
Well, I have Proverbs chapter 29
Proverbs 29
and 2.
and 2. Proverbs 29 and 2. Let's see what you got.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 2, and it reads, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn."
That's it? That's it? Again, you have half of it. You have half of it. I thought you were going to do some precepting.
I just wanted to get that one.
You got half of it. You got half. It's not a problem. Not a problem. Both of you guys have half of it. You have half of it. But remember, I'll say it again. I know I said when I first came in to the camp, we are more focused right now to understand where we need to be. Con? The other nations, don't worry, they're going to get their reward.
Yeah.
They're going to get their reward first before they get some healing. They're going to get some rebuke first before they get some healing. And even the healing that they're going to get, they don't want, trust me. But nonetheless, we are supposed to be getting ourselves together to be a bride for the bridegroom. And we are almost there. Yes, sir.
According to what you just said, so if they're going to be getting a rebuking, that means that fruit is going to go out to the rest of the Israelites all over the world.
Right. But we have to explain what that is, though. And like I said, you guys got it half right, but we're going to explain. Don't worry, I was just trying to see where you guys are at, right? And no, there's no scratch and sniff stickers. There's no reward. I'm just trying to see where you guys are at. The reward is in itself. So hold on, Mattathias. Just hold your thought. Give me the book of Revelations 20 and 4.
That's where I was at.
Come on, just hold
The book
tight.
of Revelation, chapter 20 and verse 4, and it reads,
Come on.
And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them. And a judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witnesses of Yahushua.
For what?
For the witnesses of Yahushua.
So in plain English, it's saying the witnesses for Yahushua were beheaded because they did not, blaspheme. They did not fall short. They kept the commandments to the end, and they went out swinging, prophesying, and telling the truth. Read.
And for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast.
And had not done what?
Worshipped the beast.
You read this in Kings, you read this in Romans, and now you're reading it here. Come on.
Neither his image.
Neither what?
Neither his image.
They never closed their eyes and saw the blonde, blue-eyed, Caucasian, or even a Tartar, or even a Khazar, or it was Ashkenaz. They didn't close their eyes and see that image. They saw a melanated man of their brethren. Read.
Neither had received his mark upon their foreheads.
Neither the doctrine did they believe in, that everybody can get a portion of this because they're spiritual Israel. No, none of that mess entered their ears to believe a lie. Come on.
Or in their hands.
Or in their what?
Or in their hands.
Because in their hands mean they done the work. They think that if I set up a church and get certain funds from everyone believes and cries on Jesus, they can get this portion too. No, not even in their hands did they even believe in the thing. Come on.
And they lived and reigned with Christ, or Yahushua, 1,000 years.
Read.
But the rest of the dead lived not again until 1,000 years were finished.
Come on.
This is the first resurrection.
This is what?
This is the first resurrection.
I'm stopping there because it's predicated onto Revelations 22. The healing of the nations. Like I said, just remember that. The healing of the nations, right? Yes, sir.
Is Revelation 22, that little section we read, is it kind of like 2 Ezra 7 in a nutshell?
In a nutshell, but I like the black and white precepts. So you'd be like, oh my Lord. Yeah. This is how it's going down, right? Because we keep reading about the 12,000, from each tribe, the gates thereof, right? But we still wondering, and come on, raise your hand and be honest, because I was there. Where are the rest of us, Raise your hand. Where are the rest of us? Do you know where the rest of us are? Come to raise your hand. Don't be like, I know. Yeah. And you don't know. Raise your hand. That's where I was at. Where are the rest of us? I keep seeing Paul said, we all going to be saved. How? Where? When? My eyes have not seen. Ears have not heard. Open the book to me so I can see it, so I can go, brother, we good. Don't worry, we good. To the greatest to the least, But again, I like to look up the precepts that shows it. I'm sorry, I'm a craftsman. I need to see the blueprint so I'll know how to navigate my ruler. I don't know what my hand said. Oh, he had my hand. Right. Where were we at?
We were in Revelations 20.
22 and 2.
No, we were in 20.
Oh, we went back.
Yeah, you got it right.
We
there.
finished up verse 5. We're in 6 if we want to go.
Yeah, I stopped at the resurrection. Revelations 11 and 18, Baba Kishar. Revelations 11 and 18.
The book of Revelations, chapter 11 and verse 18, and it reads.
Come on. Start at verse 14. Just for context.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 14, and it reads. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Read.
And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven, saying, The kingdoms of the world are become the kings of our Lord, and of his Christ, and he shall reign forever and ever.
Come on.
And the 24 elders which sat before the Most High on their seats fell upon their faces to worship the Most High,
Read.
saying, We give thee thanks, O Lord God Almighty, which art and was, and art to come,
Con.
because thou hast taken to thee thy great power, and hast reigned.
Come on.
And the nations, actually, that's got to be Yahweh they're talking to.
Brother.
So I want to go back to just reinstate that because it says has
For
taken,
yourself.
has he taken? Because I said Most High.
Yeah.
That's why.
I got you.
And that it has reigned.
Yes, sir.
And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, and they should be judged. And thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name,
Come on.
small and great, and shouldest destroy them with the destroying of destroy the earth, or which destroy the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And the temple of the Most High was Yahushua was opened in heaven, and there was seen in his temple the ark of his testament.
Con.
And there was lightnings and voices and thunderings and earthquakes and great hail.
Con. Stop right there. Give me Daniel chapter 7 and verse 22. Just showing you what we've been reading for weeks now, the beginning of the reign of Hamashiach Yahushua, right? The power been given from the Father unto the Son, right? And all nations, even though yet angry, wrath to come at the end of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants. We seeing servants getting their reward, and nations about to receive, I say reward, but you know what I'm saying. Receive their rebuke. Right?
Love with that
Brother, I believe in that thing. I believe in that thing. Read what you got. Daniel 7 and 22 about
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 22, and it reads,
Come on.
Until the Ancient of Days came, and the
Uh-huh.
judgment was given to the saints of the Most High.
Yes, sir.
And the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom.
Right? So read that just one more time.
Until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High.
Judgment was given unto Israel. When Yahushua came on the scene, judgment is given unto Israel. That's your reward. That's your honor. Yes, sir.
So I wanted to actually take a crack at that Revelation 22, 1 through 2.
Just hold tight. Just hold tight. I can't moonwalk this thing. Just hold tight, because everybody is somewhere else. I don't want to back this thing up. Read verse 22 again in Daniel 7.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 22.
Come on.
Until the Ancient of Days came, and the judgment was given to the saints of the Most High.
Read.
And the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom.
The saints did what?
The saints possessed the kingdom.
Read.
Thus he said, The fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms,
Yes, sir.
and shall devour the whole earth,
Yes, sir.
and shall tread it down, and break it into pieces.
Read.
And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise. And another shall arise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first. And he shall subdue the 3 kings.
All right, stop right there. Who knows? Who knows, or who's been keeping up with the beast of the fourth kingdom? All right, let me back it up even make it easier. Where is the fourth kingdom at? Where's the fourth kingdom at? We did teach this before. I'll rephrase, I'll repackage it. Where's the fourth part of the earth? You gotta say it with your chest.
America.
Thank you. The fourth part of the earth, the fourth kingdom, is America. It is America. Now you should know who the beast is, Khan. You should know who the beast is. And read verse 24 so they understand what's happening. Read verse 24.
Verse 24.
Yes, sir.
And the 10 horns out of this kingdom
Out of this kingdom, from the fourth part, right? The one who left them came here. Y'all should know this is public school information. They left Europe, Khan, to start another kingdom, Khan. Read.
And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise. And another shall rise after them.
Yes, sir.
And he shall be diverse from the first.
Yes, sir.
And he shall subdue 3 kings.
Read.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
Now there's no shadow of a doubt who you're dealing with, Con. He separated himself from his nation and reinstituted a whole new thing. A whole new thing. And more ruthless than the first, because remember the first said, yeah, you will tear us down, but we will return. The first one was weaker than this one. This one came back ruthless. So ruthless, he even separated from his own. And now he shall speak great words against the Most High. Con? Read.
And shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Wear out who?
Wear out the saints of the Most High.
It's so ironic how we were reading about Christopher Columbus earlier, Con? Who said, I know them ain't Jews. Them's Northern Kingdom. Because the Jews know about Hamashiach Yahushai. They don't. They still on Moses' Torah. And they still think we're brothers. He knew this. And he played that card. He played that card. Telling you. It's funny because the movie, he said, you just read Ezra's here. You read Ezra. You don't know who you're dealing with.
It was their mission to even come here to be settlers is because it was a separation of church and state. They wanted to serve God, or supposedly.
Thank you.
Supposedly.
I was praying. I was like,
supposedly.
keep it 100.
Serve God as they
Keep it
saw
100.
fit.
Because while you're reading the Bible,
God.
you're reading the Bible to find me.
God,
You're reading the Bible to keep my people under control because of prophecy.
God.
It's the Most High who's running things. Don't be fooled when it comes to predestination. Because he said in his heart, the days in when my father died, I'm going to kill my brother. And he has kept his foot on our neck, even though prophecy says in the last days, we're going to have our foot on his neck. Right? And you know I'm paraphrasing because we're going to have the control over him, is what I'm saying. The heel. God? So now you know who you're dealing with, because he says he wear out the saints of the Most High. Finish it out.
I'll start at top of 25 again.
Con?
And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and he shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Come on.
And think to change times and laws.
Yes, sir.
And they shall be given into the hands until the time and times and the dividing of times.
Read.
But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it until the end.
And that's why it says, but prophecy is already set. There's going to be a time where the saints that we were earlier are going to take the kingdom, possess the kingdom forever and ever, and to destroy this dominion, to destroy it, to wipe it off the face of the earth. Hallelujah to that thing. That's what's going to happen. And how do we know that? Read verse 27.
Verse 27.
Con?
And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High.
You gotta read that again. That's just too sweet to run through.
And the kingdom and dominion.
Kingdom and dominion.
And the greatness of the kingdom.
And the greatness of the kingdom.
Under the whole heaven.
Under the whole heaven. Do you see this? Whatever map you Google, we got it. Whatever sphere you think you on, or plane you think you on, we running that thing. You cannot make this up. You telling me they ain't read this? Oh, that's just talking about another kingdom. No. It says under the whole heaven. According to Ecclesiastes, everywhere our foot treadeth is ours. It's ours. That's rulership. That's rulership. Come on.
Shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High.
Shall be given to who?
To the people of the saints of the Most High.
You see what I'm saying? I can taste that. I can taste that. I can. And it's funny because no matter where they go, don't they get served? I mean, deliciously. No matter where they go, people, yes, sir, right this way, sir. Yes, sir, we have the best for you, sir. He can come out of a mud hole, but when he come out, he can go anywhere. And yes, I want some of that, and some of that. Yes, here you go, sir. That's how it is with them. But now they're going to be destroyed, and that's how it's going to be for us. Like it was supposed to be from the beginning. Read.
Whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom.
Yes, sir.
And all dominions shall serve and obey him.
All dominions
shall serve and obey him.
Read verse 28.
Verse 28.
Yes, sir.
Hitherto is the end of the matter.
What does it say again?
Hitherto is the end of the matter.
Come on.
As for me, Daniel, my cognitions or cogitations much troubled me, and my countenance changed in me. But I kept the matter in my heart.
Because you're not in that position right now. You're like, I can't talk this to nobody. Not nobody that I don't trust. I gotta keep it to myself. Like, for instance, y'all been in the crowd, and you look to your left at somebody, and they'll look to you, and they'll be like, I know what's up. And y'all just keep it between y'all. Because y'all realize everybody ain't in the spirit like you. Like, I could cause more harm than good right now. I gotta keep it to myself. And y'all just, yeah, I know what time it is. I know. And the other guy, what's going on? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I can't trust you. I can only talk to my man. He knows what time it is. That's what he's doing. He's keeping it to himself. And good for him because he literally got the vision of rulership. No matter where your foot treadeth, you own it and they will serve you. And he's not in that position right now, God. He's in captivity. Tell me, if you get a vision like that, you're going to be like, yeah, we're going to rule. You see what happened to Joseph and his own brothers threw him up, God. Joseph was like, yeah, y'all going to be bowing down before me. They were like, oh, kill him. Well, we can't kill him. And we will be in sin, so just leave him in the hole. Leave him in the hole. And it still happened, God, because he had a vision. He had a vision, so you have to be very wary who you talk to. This is not palatable for everyone, right? John 14:12. We were already there. John 14:12. This is not palatable for everyone. Everyone, hey, Jeremiah, everyone still want to kumbaya. They want to tell these secrets to their enemy. And then they think the enemy is going to be like, oh, really? Great. I can't wait. That's not what's in their mind.
Good for you.
Good for you, brother.
The book of
I'm
John.
gonna get the crumbs. That's not what's going on.
It's the book of John, chapter 14 and verse 12, and it reads,
Come on.
Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me,
Yes, sir.
the works that I do shall he do also.
Whoa. Read that again.
The works that I do shall he do also.
Read it one more again.
The works that I do shall he do also.
I got to get that in my mind. This is how I got to operate. Come on.
The greater works than these shall he do.
Whoa. Read it. Say it again.
And greater works than these shall he do.
Come on.
Because I go unto my Father.
So he says, I'm leaving it up to y'all to finish the work. And he left around this time, so now it's been left up to us to complete that task. To go out in the highways and byways. That's why he says, y'all going to do greater work because I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm going back to the Father. Good luck. Godspeed. And do it to the end. Grace and peace be multiplied unto you.
Godspeed.
Shalom. Shalom. Amen. That's what he did. And now it's up to us to put in the work. That's what happened. But again, the books were sealed until Yahushua came, and therefore we were believing in goddesses, Baal, Kamesh, Ishtar, Diana, because the books were sealed. But now that he came, now we have to correct ourselves, be renewed again, and now be good little soldiers again. That's what's going on. That's the greater work. That is the greater work. Come on.
And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name,
Yes, sir.
that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son.
And read that again. That what?
That the Father may be glorified in the Son.
Everything we do, we have to glorify the Father. Everything we do, we have to glorify the Father, like Yahushua did. That's why he said earlier that you do exactly what I do. Don't glorify me, glorify the Father, like I do. Right? Finish it out.
If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it.
According to this Bible, he is already commanded to do it. He's already commanded to do it because he says, those you have given me, I have not lost them. So therefore, he has to do whatever we ask him to do in the testimony, in the law. He has to do it. We have that. That's power right there. For those who understand, that's power right there. Every nation don't have that power. John 21, Bible show, 25. Don't lose the thought of Revelation 22. I'm just using long divisions.
Okay.
Don't use the thought. I know Matthias I ain't leaving none of that. I ain't going nowhere until I get it. All right? John 21, 25, Bible show.
That's the book of John, chapter 21 and verse 25, and it reads,
Come on.
And there are also many other things that which Yahushua did, in which if they should be written, every one, I suppose that even the world itself could not contain the books that should be written. Amen.
It's so ironic because the Spirit, now I see why there had to be many books to record all the things that you've done, whether good or bad, because all the things that Yahushua did. It says that that the world itself could not contain the books that should be written. Because of what Yahushua did, all the miracles that he did. But all the work that we're gonna be putting in and putting in, we're also gonna have many books written in the book of remembrance about what we've done compared to the Bible, compared to your heritage. Zechariah 12 and 8. Zechariah 12 and 8, Bible Kishah. We getting there, y'all. Just bear with me. We getting there. Zechariah 12 and 8. Start at just read verse 8. Going somewhere.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 12 and verse 8, and it reads,
Come on.
In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Yes, sir.
And he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David.
Read that again, Bible Kishah.
In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Come on.
And he that is feeble among them,
Those who are weak, read.
Among them at that day shall be as David.
And shall be as David. Why does it say among them at that day? Those who are weak among them at that day shall be as David. What's going on? What's going on? Kaidan.
New bodies.
New what?
New bodies.
What kind of new bodies?
Like
You gotta give me some idea. What kind of? It's in the Bible. What kind of body you getting?
yeah, the eternal body. The
How eternal? Or let me help you out. How immortal? How? What type of body am I getting? I'm getting a tuxedo.
it's
It's gonna be fitted for me. What kind? What brand is it? What brand am I getting? I'm getting a good brand.
Yahushua
Come on! I'm getting a Yahushua brand. Custom. Custom is what I'm getting. How do we know this? It's in the Bible. Yes, sir. You got the precept? You know where it's at?
Yeah.
Let's get it. Let's get it. I want y'all to see this. We're in Zechariah though. This was prophesied. So you can't, for those who Old Testament only, you can't denounce what we're going to read because it says what it says. You're going to get a custom body, the brand you have a shy. That's how it says, like the house of David, shall be as David, right? What you got? First John?
1 Corinthians.
Oh, you got 1 Corinthians? I don't want that one. I want that one. That was what he was spitting.
Okay.
I want the Yahushua precept. Nab it. First John 3 and 2. You gotta
The
see
book of
this.
1 John, chapter 3, verse 2.
Come on.
And it reads, Beloved, now are we the sons of God.
You can't be a son of God, right? You cannot be a son of God unless you've endured unto the end. You succeeded. You've gotten the honor. That's how you're going to get the immortality, right? Read.
And it does not yet appear what we shall be.
We're weak still, though. We're weak. That's why we're saying we don't know what we're going to be, right, when he appeared. Read.
But we know that.
But we know that. We read in Zechariah, come on.
When he shall appear.
When Yahushua come, read.
We shall be like him.
We shall be like him. That was prophesied in Zechariah. When he appeared, the twinkling of an eye will you be changed. That's why we did a reference Power up. Con. Look, Genesis. Isn't it funny how they named the game Genesis? In the spirit, right? But nonetheless, in the twinkling of an eye, you be changed like Yahushua. Custom. The brand Yahushua. Ain't nothing better than that. Right? Read.
For we shall see him as he is.
Oh, you will see him what?
As he is.
And you will see him in his glorified state, and he will see you in your glorified state. Because you can't be amongst him outside of that. Yes, sir.
Where y'all reading now?
We have 1 John 3 and 2. I'm looking at it.
That's fire too.
But I'm going to keep it here. I'm going to keep it here. Let's go back to Zechariah so you understand. Y'all just highlight, circle, do what you got to do. Zechariah 12 and 7 again, about 12 and 8.
12 and 8. It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 12 and verse 8.
Come on.
In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
And now you understand the day, Con. It goes right along with the rest of the precepts about the end, Con. About what time it is. Wartime coming. Time to get girded up. Time to put the armor of God on. Time to put all mess behind you because it is the day. It is the day. He's coming. I got to get ready to see if I'm going to get my armor. Right? Read.
And he that is feeble among you,
Yes, sir.
among them,
Come on.
at that day shall be as David.
Shall be as whom?
Shall be as David.
Come on.
And the house of David shall be as God,
Woo!
as the angel of the Lord before them.
Before who?
Before them.
Before them. That's what's going down. And that's what Yahushua says. Isn't it written in your law that ye are gods? They couldn't even see it. They couldn't even see it that they all going to be glorified like him. They couldn't see it. I'm telling you, that's how you know the book was sealed. They on some folly. Stone them. He just told you was a god. Stone them.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. I want my Roman coins, right, and watered down gravy. I want that food. Stone them. Get them out of here. Right? Read verse 9, Baba Keshah.
Verse 9.
Uh-huh.
And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem.
Come on, Jeremiah. Read verse 9. I want you to hear this.
And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem.
This is the end time. They have to be destroyed first. Their rebuke, their recompense must be given to them first. I told you I ain't worried about that. That's going to happen first with them. Ain't no teaching. Ain't no brother. You know you keep the Sabbath, brother. You know you put fringes on, brother. You know you get clean ugly food. Bump that. They gotta get the rod first. Read.
And I will pour upon the house of David and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem
Come on.
the spirit of grace.
Who's getting grace?
The spirit of grace and of supplication, and they shall look upon me whom they have pierced.
Woo, come on.
And they shall mourn for him.
Yes, sir.
As one mourneth for his only son.
Come on.
And shall be in bitterness for him.
Come on.
As one that is in bitterness for his firstborn.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Telling you. It's not a bit, it's not, you know, the crying of, you know, oh, it's me about to be destroyed. It's the crying of, it's real. It's true. Everything that we read is true. That's what's going to be going on. We'll be looking at each other and hold on to each other, looking up at him, and he's like, yeah, y'all did that, and it's me. That's what's going to be going on. Yeah. Right? And that's what I said earlier. Boom! That's what I told Lee. I said, every time I open this thing, I still be like, woo! And I still get goosebumps because it's like, man, it's really going to go down like that. But who else can it go down to? Because we're the only people who get spiritual when something heavy go on. We're the only ones who get very sorrowful when we realize the things that we've done. Now we have to be judged for. We have to be made an example of. We have to be humbled by it. We're the ones who actually be like feeling that thing. Because they say we are spiritual. But they're not wrong. They're not wrong, right? Let me back it up a few takes. Give me Isaiah 40 and 31. Give me Isaiah 40 and 31. Isaiah 40 and 31, Bible Keshah.
This is the book. of Isaiah, chapter 40 and verse 31. And it reads, "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run.
They shall what?
They shall run
Read.
and not be weary.
Come on.
They shall walk
Read.
and not faint.
Come on.
Keep silence before me, O Israel.
Come on.
Keep silence before me, O islands, and let the people renew their strength. Let them come near, then let them speak. Let us come near together into judgment.
Read.
Who raised up the righteous man from the east, and called him to his foot, gave the nations before him,
Did what?
gave the nations before him,
Read.
and made him rule over kings.
Read.
He gave them as the dust of his sword, and as the driven stubble of his bow.
Come on.
He pursued them and passed safely, even by the way that he had not gone with his feet. Who has wrought and done it, calling the generations from the beginning? I, the Lord, the first and with the last.
Read.
I am he.
Come on.
The isles saw it and feared, and the ends of the earth were afraid, drew near and came.
Come on.
They helped everyone his neighbor, and everyone said to his brother, be of good courage. So the carpenter encouraged the goldsmith, and he that smootheth with the hammer, him that smote the anvil, saying, it is ready for the soldering. And he fastened it with nails, that it should not be moved.
Read.
But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham my king.
My what?
My friend,
Come on.
my friend, thou whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, thou art my servant, and I have chosen thee, and not cast thee away. Fear thou not, for I am with thee.
I am what?
For I am with thee.
Read.
Be not dismayed, for I am thy God.
Woo, come on.
I will strengthen thee.
He will do what?
I will strengthen thee.
Read.
Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness.
Stop right there. Yeah, just stop right there. Just stop right there. Showing you, even in the beginning, Yahweh was already dropping dimes. For those who don't understand. Already dropping dimes. Like I said, it is a miracle in itself. A terrible one, but it's a miracle in itself. How pretty much, well, it does say that the whole head is sick. But we also know that some of us are already prophesying to not forget that Yahweh Shai is still there with us. And he's going to strengthen us in the last days. We also read that in 1 John 3 and 2. We also read that in Zechariah 12 and 8 and 9. That the Most High Yahweh Shai will strengthen us as David. Because David, why is he using David as an example? Who knows why? All right, Malachi.
David believed on the Lord, like he was strong.
No, I'm talking. Why is he using David as a representation of strength? What did David do? I'll just make it plain. What did David do? Huh? No. Strength. Methodist. He thinking Methodist.
Repented.
Huh?
Repented.
No. Haidan.
Because he killed Goliath.
He what?
The story of him and Goliath.
That's one. That strength. Strength. The way David got down all his life. Jeremiah.
He killed like many men in battle.
Khan. He run through people. Run through people. If you read the context that we've been reading, the strength that we going to possess from Hamashiach Yahweh Shai and the Most High is the strength that David had. The strength that Moses had. That's why we need that strength. We used to run through people. We used to run through them. That's you put fear in people, as we quoted, as we did quote some of Joel Khan. We used to run through. We're gonna run through people again how we used to run through them. That's gonna put fear in people when there's bing, 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 bing. You like that ain't working, bro. That ain't working. You're gonna die. I don't care what gun, sword, whatever you got, it's not gonna work. Yes, sir.
When the sisters used to sing about him and saying how he killed his thousands.
Now he in the spirit. Now he's thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Who was jealous? Who was jealous?
Saul.
Yeah, right? You see that? See that? Saul was like, man, because he saw how, man, they praising him because he does great works with his strength. Right? He wanted that praise. Huh? But the scripture says that praise is going to be on us. Those who will endure to the end, and they are called to judge, they are called saints. That honor and that work is going to be put on us to do. Right? That's why I don't know, but I pray I'll be of that number. I pray I'll be of that number. And all my brethren, whether they near or far, of New Millennium, man, gods of Israel, I pray we be of that number. I pray. Because they have the spirit. We need the body. We need the body. Give me Acts 1. Give me Acts 1. So now, knowing all of this, now you understand when we ask for something from Mashiach Yahushai, and he says, whenever you ask in my name, he will give it. Khan? All right. Now you're going to understand what we're asking for. Read what you got back into verse 6. Back into verse 6. Because now you understand what we're asking for. We ain't asking for no building. Right? Are you asking for a building? Read.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 1 and verse 6, and it reads,
Yes, sir.
When they therefore were come together, and asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
Now you understand what we're asking Yahushai. Are we going to rule from this side of the heaven to this side of the heaven? Are we going to have it all again? Are we going to rule with the rod of iron again? Are we going to take the kingdom over and break them as we used to do back in David's day? That's what they're asking him. They ain't asking him, are we going to kumbaya and everyone finally get a portion evenly? Are we finally going to be there as they pitch on TV, Khan? We just have to hang in there, brother, and work out the economics that everybody get a portion, write new laws that eventually, I will have my 40 acres in the mule, and every other nation will have their 40 acres. No! That's not what they were asking them. Equality is not even in the mindset of a true Israelite. They said, are we going to get the kingdom again? That means, are we going to rule all the heavens of the earth? Are we going to rule over every nation that was promised unto us from Deuteronomy, Genesis actually, right, 23, to rule everything? That was promised to us. Let's see what Yahushua says. Read.
And he said unto them,
Come on.
It is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father has put in his own power.
Now he moving like Daniel a little bit. I can't really tell you everything. Can't really tell you everything. Y'all might run your mouth. I only can talk to those who the Father has given me. Read.
But ye shall receive power.
Right.
And after that, the Holy Ghost has come upon you.
Yes.
And ye shall be witnesses unto me both.
You'll be what?
Witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea.
Read.
And in Samaria.
Read.
And unto the uttermost parts of the earth.
Whoa. Read that last part.
And unto the uttermost parts of the earth.
I think he just quoted. Khan, it's all going to be yours again. It's all going to be, don't you fret. You will get the power, 1 John 3, and you will get the glory. And you will rule to the uttermost parts of the earth. Not just a building. Even though it's going to be a magnificent kingdom. But you're going to rule all of the earth. To the uttermost parts of the earth. Corner to corner. You know why? Why do we know this? It's something very, very plain. Why do we know that we're going to rule? Even though it's prophesied, but I'm going somewhere. It's very plain. You know me. I like breaking things down to its finite, to its last denominator, to its last decimal point. How do we know that it's going to be to the uttermost parts of the earth? Kaidan.
You want to go back to Genesis where you're talking about Jacob and Esau, that promise that was made to them?
No, that's good though. I like that. This is something more, if you will. The word karma I will use because it is what it is. Because of the curses. Those who follow me. Because of the curses, we know it is what it is. Yedai.
Because we in the four corners of the
God! We are in the four corners of the earth. We are everywhere. That's how we're going to rule everywhere, because we are everywhere. We have been scattered to the four corners of the earth. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get Torah. Deuteronomy 28:64. Khan.
Oh, shoot, no, my mom.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64, and it reads,
Yes, sir.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people,
Come on.
from one end of the earth,
From what? From where?
from one end of the earth,
Come on.
even unto the other.
Khan, read.
And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Khan. And just to get a precept. Oh, you got one? Khan, he got one. What you got?
Revelation 18:6.
Oh, that's cool. Let's get 18:6. Revelations 18:6.
The book of Revelations, chapter 18 and verse 6, and it reads,
You think, well, yeah.
Reward her even as she's rewarded you,
Uh-huh.
and double unto her double, according to her works.
According to what?
According to her works, even the cup which she hath filled to her double.
Khan. So whatever happened to us, it has to happen to them. That's all it's saying. You can find this also in the Torah. Khan.
Deuteronomy 30.
Right?
That's what
But we don't need that one. We don't need that one. Because I don't hurt nobody's feelings. You know? All right. Let's get our minds back. Let's get our spirits right. Let's get our spirits back right. Right? We did Zechariah. All right. I want to go back to Zechariah. And now I want you to read. Do I? No, hold tight. Give me Obadiah. And just give me 1:17. Just give me Obadiah 1:17. We have to hear the conclusion of the whole matter, but again, I'm elongating it because now you'll be able to give a full explanation of how this thing's going down. You have to be able to have a 2 or 3 hour breakdown with people and be patient with people because again, you know how we are. We have a slew full of questions once you open our eyes to one simple matter. Con? And so we have to be girded up to make sure that I got all the time in the world, brother. What time you got? I'm good. Right? Read what you got.
It's the book of Obadiah 1:17, and it reads,
Yes, sir.
But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance,
Yes, sir.
and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions.
Now, that one verse had a whole lot, Con. There will be holiness in Zion. Zion's been redeemed. Now everything is set. And we've been reading this the whole time so far. That this must happen first. Yahushua must come first. Redeem Zion, those who he needs to use to do what? Read the next verse.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire.
Come on.
And the house of Joseph a flame.
Read.
And the house of Esau for stubble.
Come on.
And they shall kindle in them,
Yes.
and devour them.
And do what?
And devour them.
Read.
And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it.
Who's spoken?
The Lord has spoken
You
it.
got to take it up with the Most High. There will be a thing like the dodo bird. We read about him in books, but we don't see him anymore. It's a phenomenon that they was even alive. It's a phenomenon.
That's funny.
Like what's that one episode they go
X-Files.
X-Files. That's what it'll be. It'll be an X-Files. My man. Sci-fi brother right there. Right? It'll be a X-File. It'll be a wonder. A spook, if you will. I thought they was ghosts. No, they were real at one point. They were real. I can talk to you about them, but there ain't no more around. That's what it'll be like. Read.
And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau.
Come on.
And they of the plains of Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim.
Come on.
And the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead.
Come on.
And the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the
You
Canaanites.
see how we ruling? All the lands that we're ruling? Everywhere that the heathen are. Come on.
Even unto Zarephath, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Shinar, shall possess the cities of the south.
Come on.
And saviors
And
shall,
what?
And saviors.
That's what we're called. That's what we're called in the Bible. We're called saviors. That's what's coming to save. Read.
And saviors shall come up on the Mount Zion
To do what?
to judge the Mount of Esau.
Hallelujah. All the, man, let me stop. We had to receive. He pulled Revelation 18:6, Con, in the spirit. We get to judge them. I'm sorry. Read.
And the kingdom shall be the Lord's.
And the kingdom shall be who?
And the kingdom shall be the Lord's.
Shall be the Lord's. You can't get around this. You can't, because the Lord said it. We ain't saying it. The Lord said it. Take it up with him. It says, for the Lord has spoken it in 18. The Lord said it in 21. To judge them. And after you judge them, devour them. You have to deal with that. Where am I at? Give me verse 21. No, stop right there. Now right there. We there. Give me Nehemiah 9, Baba Kashab. 9:27. Nehemiah 9:27. Because it says he gave us saviors out of Israel. Saviors. Whenever we see brothers going through it, we say, hold fast, brother. We all going through it. Hamashiach Yahushai went through it. Everybody been through it. Daniel been through it. We've all had to go through it. We all have to pay the cost that Yahushai did. We all have to be made an example because Yahushai said, you must do what I did for my father. Huh? We all got to do it. Don't worry about that. It is what it is. But once you've been through it, now you can be called a savior because you can tell someone, that's all right. This is supposed to happen. You good. Just keep coming. Just keep studying and keep bettering yourself. Keep renewing yourself. Keep repenting. That's all you got to do is keep doing what you know is right. Con? Don't ever stop. That's all you have to do is don't stop. Endure to the end. Give me what you got. Nehemiah, Baba Kashab.
It's the book of Nehemiah, chapter 9 and verse 27.
Come on.
And it reads, therefore thou deliverest them into the hand of their enemies.
Yes, sir.
Who vexed them, and in the time of their trouble, when they cried unto thee, thou heardest them from heaven.
He did what?
Thou heardest them from heaven.
He hears your cry. When you going through it, he hears you. The only problem is, 9 out of 10, you know what John 9:31 say. He can't respond. It's not saying he's not saying he literally don't hear you. He hear you, but he's like, man, it's almost like he ain't hear you because he can't respond. Because we want to stay in our folly and still get a jail-free card. That's what we want. I'm gonna keep doing me, but I just need you to get me out of this situation. Go ahead.
And according to thy manifold
Uh-huh.
mercies, thou gavest them saviors.
He gave us what?
Gavest them saviors.
Read.
Who saved them out of the hand of their enemies.
When you guys come to absolution, I mean absolution when you realize ain't no way out, right? When you realize there's no way out, you're gonna realize, man, a lot of people got me out of some situations. I should have been gone. I should have been there. Or I'm a whole lot better off than what I was because someone has always been in my ear saying, what you doing? Where you going? Why you giving up? Why you stop reading? You know, because he does send you saviors. He does. Whether it be celestial or terrestrial, he sends you a way out every time because his mercy endures forever. Con? So can't nobody say, man, he ain't dealing with me. Well, he ain't dealing with you. You blind. He blind. Read verse 28.
Verse 28.
Yes, sir.
But after they had rest, they did evil again before thee.
See what I'm saying? Once he saved you out of your mess, what you do? Go right back. It's only because they caught me. That's how thieves talk. If they wouldn't have caught me, I would have got away with it, so therefore it would have been all good. You got caught. Because a savior came in so you could get caught, to be humbled, to be redeemed, not to stay in your folly. Read.
Therefore leftest thou them in the hand of their enemies.
And I'm leaving you there. That's where you want to be? Sorry in the heart. Go ahead.
So that they had the dominion over them.
Uh-huh.
Yet when they returned and cried unto thee, thou heardest them from the heavens.
You see that? But when you came out of that and you returned unto me, I can help you. Read.
Thou heardest them from heaven, and many times did thou deliver them according to thy mercies.
Many times. because his mercy endures forever. Many times he has rescued us from our own mess because we want to be with our enemy. Read.
And testified against them, that thou mightest bring them again unto the law.
Unto what?
Unto thy law.
No. Just grace.
Unto thy law.
Read.
Yet they dealt proudly, and hearkened not unto the commandments,
Come on.
but sinned against the judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them.
He shall what?
He shall live in
This is
them.
where Paul got it from. Read.
And withdrew the shoulder of the hardened, and hardened their neck, and would not hear.
Read.
Yet many years didst thou forbear them, and testified against them by thy Spirit, in thy prophets. Yet would they not give ear. Therefore gavest thou them into the hands of the people of the land.
Read.
Nevertheless, for thy great mercy's sake, thou didst not utterly consume them. Forsake them, for thou art a gracious and merciful God.
Con. He did not totally, utterly destroy us because he is a gracious and merciful God. Yet this day. But again, if you don't know that you have definitely been given mercy, that's why we're here, Con. You have been given mercy many times. And that's why I ask everybody who come to this truth, or even scoffers, I said it's grace forever. It is grace forever because you must realize time is running out. And if it's not from the time of the Most High, it's the little lifespan that you do have. Because rarely most of us make it to 100 years. All right, give me Zechariah 12 and 7 now. Now that we've read all of this, give me Zechariah 12 and 7.
It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 12, and verse 7.
Come on.
And it reads, The Lord also shall save the tents of Judah first.
Whoa. Like I said earlier in the lesson, there's a reason why he's going back to the tents of Judah first, out of the root of David. Hamashiach Yahushai is not by a chance. He's showing you the order of things, how it's going down. The tents of Judah first must be saved. Read.
The Lord also shall save the tents of Judah first, that the glory of the house of David,
That the what?
the glory of the house of David,
The power of the house of David. Come on.
and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem
Read.
do not magnify themselves against Judah.
Do what?
Do not magnify themselves against Judah.
Right. And that I said that's what's going on today. Yes, sir.
What did we read to in Nehemiah?
In Nehemiah, we read chapter 9, verse 27, down to verse 31.
Oh,
And now we're at Zechariah chapter 12, and we read verse 7. So you can understand that even though he is bringing up Zion, he's still bringing up the tents of Judah first. The tents of Judah first. Shall save the tents of Judah first, the glory of the house of David, and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem. Do not magnify themselves against Judah. You guys know that all too well in Ezekiel. Khan? In Ezekiel. All right. Moving on. Psalms 18. Psalms 18 and 27 about the show. If you guys need that verse, Ezekiel 37, am I correct?
sorry.
Ezekiel 37, for those who need that precept for Zechariah 12 and 7, it's Ezekiel 37. Read that chapter. Read the chapter so you can understand it. Why is he saying what he's saying in Zechariah 12 and 7? Ezekiel 37. Psalms 18 and 27 is what we're reading right now.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 18 and verse 27. It reads,
Come on.
For thou wilt save the afflicted people, but wilt bring down high looks. For thou wilt light my candle. The Lord my God will enlighten my darkness. For by thee I have run through a troop.
All right, what?
I have run through a troop.
Where do we read this before? Well, we're going to be as David. But we did read it, Con. Acknowledge that much. Acknowledge that much. We did read it. As David, run through a troop. Read.
And by my God
Uh-huh.
have I leaped over a wall.
Come on.
As for God, his way is perfect.
His way is what?
As for the most high, his way is
I
perfect.
don't know how we getting around this. Come on.
The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all those that trust in him.
Read.
For who is the most high, save the Lord? Save the Lord. Or who is the rock, save our God?
Come on.
It is God that girdeth me with strength, and maketh my way perfect.
Come on.
He maketh my feet like hinds' feet, and setteth me upon my high places.
Come on.
He teaches my hands to war.
Whoa, 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 whoa. He does what?
He teaches my hands to war,
Read.
that a bow of steel is broken by mine arms.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Just read it one more again.
He teaches my hands to war,
Yes, sir.
so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arms.
You go ahead and swing a sword at us. It's going to break. It's going to shatter. Of steel. He letting you know how hard we're going to be. On the arm.
See, that's the real hard.
That's real
That's
hard.
the real hard. You ain't hard. Just,
Y'all,
it's
look,
the real
you
hard.
guys are smiths of steel. Y'all can like, what? Because I can make some steel. I can weld some steel. You saying it's going to shatter? Yes. David's already told you that's how we was going getting down. But my strength came from the Most High. Yes, sir.
We're gonna be like, you know how they say we're talking about Superman nowadays? We're gonna be.
No, remember,
Superman.
what's his name?
Like Adam.
Thank you.
Yeah, Black Adam. We gonna
No, not Black Adam. Forget that. I will not put a mongoloid in front of this. Hold on.
I'm talking about the book.
What's the British brother's name? Thank you. See where I was going. He said, I'm the Black Superman. And guess what? He ripped it and they kept it. I saw the making of the movie. He ripped it and they kept it because that was like iconic. But guess what? He in the spirit. Khan? He in the spirit. I'm sorry, I can't give that to him. The Rock ain't got nothing coming. I'm sorry. I know who his father is, but he ain't in the spirit. My man said, I'm the Black Superman. That's what he said. You can't beat that. You can't beat that because David, I'm sorry, read what David said. Verse 34 about Kishah.
Verse 34.
Come on.
He teaches my hands to war,
Come on.
so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arm.
Read.
Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation,
Yes, sir.
and thy right hand has holden me up.
And that what?
Thy right hand has holden me up.
So, come on, read. What he said was, because he don't talk loud, y'all know him. He said, Yahweh Shai, the power of Yahweh Shai has held him up. Read.
And thy gentleness has made me great.
Read.
Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, that my feet did not slip.
Oh, hold on, I don't want to pass this up because some people may be thinking, all these brothers, they just hard. They just hard. No. He literally said, and thy gentleness, right, have made me great. Right? We smooth. Our swag is like that. We are whatever in righteousness, what you need me to be, we can do that. Right? But don't think I'm soft though. Read.
Thou hast enlarged my steps under me,
Come on.
that my feet did not slip.
Read.
I have pursued mine enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn again till they were consumed.
Whew, come on.
I have wounded them that were not able to rise.
He wounded them so bad that they were not able to come back. Like, we coming back. He's like, I ain't gonna give you a chance. You're gonna be broken. Well, you ain't gonna think to come back on me. Right? Read.
They are fallen under my feet.
They are what?
They are fallen under my feet.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Come on.
For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle.
Read.
Thou hast subdued under me those that rose up against me.
Read.
Thou hast also given me necks of mine enemies, and I might destroy them that hate me.
Come on.
They-
Stop right there. Stop right there. What's in my mind? This is why he says this. Ezekiel, what is it? Bear with me, Ezekiel 35. Yes. Start from the top, Ezekiel 35.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 1.
Come on.
Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying,
Read.
Son of man,
Yes, sir.
Set thy face against the mount of Mount Seir.
Come on.
And prophesy against it.
Do what?
And prophesy against it.
Read all the scriptures you can find against them. And there ain't nothing but scriptures against them. There ain't nothing for them. So just find all the ones that's in the Bible and prophesy, which means to read and speak and to listen. Everything that you hear come out the Bible against them. Read.
And I say unto you,
Come on.
Thus saith the Lord God, behold, O Mount Seir.
Yes, sir.
I am against thee.
I am what?
I am against thee.
Read.
And I will stretch out my hand against thee.
Come on.
And I will make thee most desolate.
He will do what?
And I will make thee most desolate.
Read.
I will lay thy cities waste.
Read.
And thou shalt be desolate. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
Come on.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Because of what?
Because thou had a perpetual
A
hatred.
continual hatred. Continually. Like they don't stop. Read.
And hast shed the blood of the children of Israel
Read.
by the force of the sword.
By the what?
By the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
Go ahead and swing that thing next time. That thing gonna shatter. Read.
In the time of their iniquity.
Yes, sir.
Had an end.
When it what?
When their iniquity had an end.
When the time that we were supposed to get grace, this heathen kept it going. That's what he's talking about. He kept it going. Read verse 6.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord.
As what?
As I live, saith the Lord
Read.
God. I will prepare thee unto blood.
Read.
And blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood.
Since you like killing so much and killing us so much, now it can happen to you because you love it so much. Now you're going to experience every bit of it just the way you did it unto us. That's what's going on. Read.
Even blood shall pursue thee.
Read.
Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate.
And do what?
And cut them off from it. Him that, or Slakia, him that passes out, and him that returneth.
Read.
And I will fill his mountains with his slain men.
Yes.
In thy hills and in thy valleys and in thy rivers.
Yes.
Shall they fall that are slain with the sword.
Which are what?
That are slain with the sword.
All right, read verse 9.
I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return.
Come on.
And ye shall know that I am the Lord.
And ye shall know that I am the Lord. This is coming from the Most High. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It is what it is, right? Where were we? Go back to Psalms 18. Where do we leave off at?
Verse 40.
Verse 40, Tawada King. Verse 40.
The
Go
book
read
of,
verse 40 and come on down.
the book of Psalms, chapter 18 and verse 40. And it
Come
reads,
on.
Thou hast also given me in the necks of mine enemies, and I might destroy them that hate me.
Come on.
They cried, but there was none to save them.
They did what?
They cried, but there was none to save them.
Come on.
Even unto the Lord.
Read.
But he answered them not.
He what?
But he answered them not.
He ain't listening to y'all. Come on.
Then did I beat them.
Woo.
Beat them small as the dust before the wind. I did cast them out as the dirt on the streets. Thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people, and thou hast made me the head of the heathen. A people whom I have not known shall serve me.
Read verse 44.
As soon as they hear of me, they shall obey me. The strangers shall submit themselves unto me.
Come on.
The strangers shall fade away and be afraid out of their closed places.
Read.
And the Lord liveth, and blessed be my rock. And let the God of my salvation be exalted.
Just stop right there. Just stop right there. Oh, praises. That's heavy. That was heavy right there. That was heavy, but very, very palatable. Isaiah 54, Baba Kashah, verse 17. All I needed was chapter Psalms 18, be honest with you. That's all you need.
Where did y'all stop at?
We stopped at verse 46. Because the strength and the mindset and even the hands that you're getting is from the Most High Yahweh Shai.
Got destruction of that verse 43, man. Thou hast delivered me from the striving people.
Yeah.
And when he says that thou hast made me the head of the heathen,
Yeah.
a people whom I have not known shall serve me.
That's heavy.
That goes back to
Yeah.
Torah.
Yeah.
On the people that you have not known,
Yeah.
going to a land.
That even goes here.
God.
Right? Well, we're going to get there later. It even goes here. All the prophecy that's coming out is being fulfilled as we speak, as we sit here, right? Isaiah 54:17.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, and verse 17, and it reads.
Y'all had a question, comment, concern? No. Read. If you don't
No
say
weapon-
yea or nay, just hold your peace. Go
No
ahead.
weapon that is formed against thee, shall prosper.
Uh-huh.
And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn.
Thou shalt do what?
Thou shalt condemn.
Read.
This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord.
This is your heritage. This is not religion. This is your heritage coming from the Most High. Come on.
And their righteousness is of me.
Is it of what?
Is of me, saith
Come on.
the Lord.
Yeah, stop right there. Give me your Revelations 20 and read verse 4 again, Baba Kashar.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 20, and verse 4, and it reads.
Come on.
And I saw thrones. They sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them.
Yes, sir.
And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witnesses of Yahushua, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads. You said 20 and 4.
That's it. That's all I need. Give me the book of Mark, chapter 6 and verse 25. There was something else I was looking for.
Wait, so after Isaiah 54, what was it?
Revelation, back to Revelation 20.
In what verse?
4.
Now we're going to Mark 6 and 25, Baba Kashar.
20 and 4?
Mark 6 and 25.
It's the book of Mark, chapter 6 and verse 25, and it reads.
Yes, sir.
And she came in straightway with haste unto the king, and asked, saying, I will that thou give me by and by in a charge of the head of John the Baptist.
Come on.
And the king was exceeding sorry, yet for his oath's sake, and for their sake, which sat with him, he would not reject her.
Read.
And immediately the king sent an executioner, and commanded his head to be brought. And he went and beheaded him in the prison, and brought his head in a charger, and gave it to the damsel. And the damsel gave it to her mother.
Stop right there. Who did this happen to? Hands, I need hands, I need hands. Who did this happen to? Did you hear what the question was? We read Mark 6:25 on down to verse 28. Someone got beheaded. Head put in the charger. The king could not resist the order, the decree given. Who did this happen to? Now, I want to see because I'll give her a chance to answer. John. Khan. What is John's position now that has happened? What is John's position now that has happened? His son gonna set you up. Give it to him. He ain't seen it coming, brother. He ain't seen it coming. Kaidan.
He's of the elect now, right? Because he died for the word.
Stop.
What did we read before this?
Take your note.
You talking about Revelations 20? So I was still writing.
Okay. What verse?
Verse 4.
Khan, what's it called them? Let's see if he gonna sweat like Darnell did. We're gonna get used to it. But we're gonna just answer.
Witnesses?
What verse did we read?
Verse 4. Revelations 20 and 4.
Read it to yourself. I said, what position is he? Now that this happened to him, what position is he going to get?
Judge.
Right? Everything you said so far is good. You die. Help him out a little bit.
I was gonna say a witness too.
You gonna say a witness too?
That's what I was.
Who else got something else? Because spiritually, a witness can be northern or southern kingdom, right? The ones we read in Revelations 20 and 4, what do they call them? Matthias? Matthias, what do they call them?
Kings.
No.
Yeah, sir.
That's too broad. Huh?
Martin.
No, we didn't read that. We didn't read that. Everything I'm pulling, we've already read it. I mean today. We read it today. What you got?
You said a judge? Did he say that?
He said judge.
Okay,
Right? And I say you're not wrong, but this one title covers everything y'all said.
Elect.
This one thing covers everything y'all said. It's funny, if a Christian was here, he'd call so quick it ain't funny. I know Christians. Jeremiah.
Would you say a crown of righteousness?
No. That's something totally different. Are you trying to dime somebody out?
Yes, I am. Saint.
What'd you say, sister? A saint. A saint. You are a saint if you are beheaded. You are a saint.
That's true.
I know it's true. I said this word covers those. It covers those. But you have to go through this as we read in Revelation 20 and 4, Kyle. I know I ain't lying. I know I'm not lying, but you just have to read and remember what the position you're given. Yes, sir. I didn't say he was wrong, did I?
No, you didn't.
I just said that there's a word that covers the umbrella of what you guys are saying. I know what I said, brother.
Ain't no saying that.
This guy here, this guy, he wanna pull a drop of water out of a dry rag. I know that's your brother. That's your brother. But nonetheless, that's what's going on with John. John became a saint. Once he became beheaded, he became a saint. Facts. We will agree that. Facts. Acts 12, Bubba Kashaf from the top. He became a saint.
Book of Acts, chapter 12 and verse 1. And it reads,
Come on.
Now about that time Herod the king stretched forth his hands to vex certain of the church. And he killed James.
He killed who?
And he killed James,
Come
the
on.
brother of John,
Come on.
with the sword.
Read.
And because he saw it, it pleased the Jews.
Read.
He proceeded further to take Peter also. Then were the days of the unleavened bread. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 questioners of the soldiers, to keep him, intending after Easter and bring him forth to the people.
Read.
Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto God for him.
Read.
And when Herod would have brought him forth, the same night Peter was sleeping between the 2 soldiers, bound with 2 chains,
Come on.
and the keepers before the door kept the prisons.
Read.
And behold, the angels of the Lord came upon him, and a light shined in the prisons. And he smote Peter on the side, and raised him up, saying, Arise up quickly. And his chains fell off from his hands. And the angel said unto him, Gird thyself, and bind on thine sandals. So he did, and saith unto him, Cast thy garments above thee, and follow me.
Read.
And he went out and followed him, and wist not that it was true that was done by the angel, but thought that he saw a vision.
Stop right there. Just stop right there. Showing you that we were being persecuted, we were being put in prison, and it's because, like Yahushua said, those who have followed him, yes, they're going to be the judges on the 12 tribes. So like y'all said, the 12 tribes, but on the 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. But these are your saints. These are your elect. Like I said, I didn't disannul what you said. I just know at the end of the day, that's what you are given. The top tier of what your badge is going to be, your position is going to be of a saint. That's what you're going to be. Those who are given the beheading in Revelation 20 and 4 because they did not cease. They did not cease and they kept the charge of the Most High. Brother Icon.
Good question. So like, it's the same thing. So like, for example, like in Ephesians, you know how when it said, for Ephesians 1 and 1, it says, Paul, an apostle of Jesus Christ by the will of God, to the saints who were at Ephesus.
Come. You read that through all the epistles in the first chapter, first verse. That's where the word was going out to the saints.
So they're going to get beheaded? They have to at that point?
Yes. They all have to go, all of us who has been chosen that position have to go through that. Have to go through that. Because that is a witnessing of who's who. Like for instance, when the Jews asked John, who was he, right? No. They read in the scriptures who's coming. Who do they think John was? Elijah. They knew him to come. They wanted to be witnesses. But Elijah came, so we know what time it is. Even when Yahushua came, he said, "Who do they say that I am?" And they said the same thing: John, Elijah, a prophet, or the anointed one, because they were looking for that sign during that time. They knew already, because one, well, we already knew who they were. But again, they were looking to be witnesses because the scripture says that we are his witnesses. So that's what they were looking for. So whenever the epistles went out, yeah, they're referring to those, the elect, right? And then what Paul will say, like in 1 Thessalonians, watch the other words. Mark them. Mark them. So when I come, you have a record of who's doing what. You know what I'm saying? Always witnessing. Always being on the double watch. Always. Not just for prophecy's sake, but for judgment as well on our own people. That's what was going on when you read Ephesians. That's a good book to actually make an example of. That's how we got down. So when people talk about snitches, yeah, you go get stitches. You go get stitches. Because you need to be snitched on. Because wickedness or uncleanness or evil cannot be in the land or amongst the people. The whole head withers. The whole head withers. But let's go back. Matthew 23, Mark John. Matthew 23. All the time, Yahweh, we left off of Matthew 20, Acts 21. No, just listen to me. He asked me a question. We left off from Acts 12, and we read, so y'all, just give me, verse 9, Matthew. But we left off at verse 9? Yep. Come. Matthew 23 and 34, I need now. All right. I should say we need it.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 23 and verse 31, and it reads, Wherefore, ye be witnesses unto yourselves, that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets. Fill ye up then the measures of your fathers. Ye serpents.
Ye what?
Ye serpents. Ye generations of vipers.
Come on.
How can you escape the damnation of hell?
You see what he's saying? You can't escape it. You can't escape what's coming. Read.
Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men.
What did he send unto us?
I send unto you prophets and wise men.
We read about them earlier. They're called saviors.
And scribes.
And what?
And scribes.
Even scribes like Baruch, who was dropping dimes, and what we was doing? I'm burning this thing. That's what we was doing.
It was.
Saviors. Daniel. We was like, I'm good, man. You tripping. I'm good with my golden calf. All right? Read.
And some of them ye shall kill and crucify.
And some of them you shall do what?
Kill and crucify.
They done that. Come on.
And some of them shall ye scourge in your synagogues.
Read.
And persecute them from city to city.
Con. And that's what the Apocrypha says. A rich man they will hear. Even if he loses all of his goods, another rich man will give him benefits so he still look good. Put him right back where he left off at. But a poor man, they will scourge him. Right. They will scourge him and say, you a liar. You poor anyway. You ain't rich. You ain't looking the part like they did Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get down. You ain't got no crown. You ain't no king. You ain't ruling nothing. You're a simp. Right? Why should I believe you? That's what's going on with us today. Read.
That upon you may come all the righteous bloodshed.
Read that again.
That upon you
Yes, sir.
may come all the righteous bloodshed upon the earth.
Uh-huh.
From the blood of righteous Abel unto the blood of Zacharias,
Come on.
son of Barachias,
Barachias.
whom ye slew between, I'm thinking about y'all, from whom you slew between the temple and the altar.
Read.
Verily I say unto you, all these things shall come upon this generation.
Everything that we're going through has been written already that we have to go through. Yes, sir.
So he quoting there in 35 that numbers, correct?
Yeah. Like I said, there ain't nothing new being spoken of. There's nothing new quoted for the body.
Oh, numbers 35, 33.
Numbers 35, 33. Quoted for the body so they can see where you're going so we're all on one accord. Numbers 35, 33 to show you what's been going on. And we all have to go through it. We all have to go through it. So like read verse 37.
Verse 37.
Come on.
O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets, and stonest them which are set unto thee.
Read.
How often would I gather thy children together,
Uh-huh.
even as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings.
Under her what?
Under her wings.
Psalms 91. Read.
And ye would not.
Come on.
Behold, your house is left unto you desolate.
Read.
For I say unto you, ye shall not see me henceforth, till ye shall say, Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord.
God. He literally is quoting his coming back. He said, you're going to say this when you see me coming. That's just awesome, man. That's awesome. All right, we got a few more minutes. Give me Matthew 24:9.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 9, and it reads,
Read.
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted.
Read verse 8. Read
Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrow.
Come on.
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Read.
And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
Read.
And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Come on.
But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Go ahead, verse 14.
And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
Come. And that's why the word got to go out to all nations, so the end can come. It's not going out so everybody get a cup. That ain't why the word's going out to all nations. It's so that the end may finally come to an end. That's why it's going on. And also what we read earlier, I got you. Also we read earlier is that when the sorrows start, because the sorrows ain't started, Jacob's trouble ain't started. Then, I'm sorry, it is. We read it. Then you're gonna see. You're like, what happened to Brother Such? I ain't heard him like in a month, man. I ain't heard him in a month. His phone off, number changed. You know, he at the house, but he didn't open the door for me, right? Because you're gonna see people go back to their world because the sorrows are come.
Oh.
They have not prepared themselves. Spiritually, physically, psychologically, they have not prepared themselves for the sorrows to come, and they're going back to the world. Whatever mark the beast got, give it to me. I got to eat tonight. You're like, yeah, brother, you should have knocked on Brother Abraham's door. He would have broke you off something. No, I got to eat good. Good. I ain't eat no rice, no watered down gravy. I need to have ribeye. I need everything. I'm serious. You're going to deal with simple brothers and sisters like that. You're going to deal with that. And that's why he says when the sorrows come, you're going to see people betray one another because the infirmities of this world is going to be too much to bear, but because you did not prepare yourself for it to come. You didn't read it. You didn't believe it. So therefore, it is what it is. We're going to stop right here on verse 14. We have quite a few things to go. But we're going to start at verse 14. That those who endure to the end of the same shall be saved. And this is the gospel of the kingdom that be preached. This is the kingdom you preach about. See that? This ain't no one pearly gate. Ain't no all white. That ain't going down. Rulership is coming. That's the kingdom we're going to be preaching about. Con? And I just pray that we are mature enough to bear to drink that cup. Hearing at the lesson, we have a few minutes. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Did anybody need any precepts they didn't be able to write down? Some things you're not understanding for those who wrote legibly? Yes, ma'am.
You gave a precept on Matthew 24, 8 through 14. You said it real loud, but you said it fast, and I didn't.
Oh, Psalms 91.
Okay.
Psalms 91, the wings. The wings that you're going to be protected by are Yahweh Shai. Psalms 91. A very favorite Christian precept. Psalms 91, they go, that's my one, right? But that one is powerful. Who you know who's going to order. David said that my right hand, talking about Yahweh Shai, has given his strength from the Most High. John? Yes, sir.
Even it's funny because even the so-called devil know that. Remember he
Yeah. Yahweh Shai was like, you know my father, man. He gonna got me. I'm good. I'm good right here. I'll give you that. I'm good. And you know what the Bible says, right? But he said, you know, like you know what the Bible says, right? You can call more angels if you stub your... Yeah, but I should not tempt the Father. You know what I'm saying? He was reminding him that you already know this.
I'm gonna get all this anyway.
Anyway. Yes, sir.
I did have. Were you able to talk to the lady about?
So I can,
We'll talk
do
about
that later.
Oh, I thought you was asking.
Okay, we'll do that later. Okay, we'll do that later. But nonetheless, any comments, questions, or concerns before we conclude? All right, family. All right. For those who are online, any comments, questions, or concerns? Anything you guys didn't understand?
What was that question I was asking?
Kind. All praises. Well, first and foremost, we want to give all honor and glory unto Yahweh. Ba Shem Mashek, Wamalaki Yahweh Shai. Also give all honor and glory unto the saints, the elect. Right? Those who have not bowed the knee to Baal and to the elect lady. Right? We give all honor and glory unto them because without them being a living sacrifice, we would not have the books open again when Yahweh Shai came. We would not have these books open again unto us. But because of, by way of prophecy, and the way the Most High God has his everlasting mercy for us, we're able to rightly divide the word of truth and now get girded up back up again for the kingdom to come. Con? But we shall rule the kingdom forever and ever, even ever.